Hey guys, I'm KairosTime and it's time to brawl, I guess. Just wanted to talk about something that I've been thinking about a lot recently. I've actually spoken to quite a few people about this, and you may know what's going on. You probably don't, though. Most of you probably have no idea what is going on. Oh, and sorry, I'm actually not home right now, so I don't have my regular background, but I just feel like I needed to do this. I've been struggling a lot recently with some issues with Brawl Stars, and I am finally recovering from some of the issues that I've struggled with recently, guys. And I guess really what I just wanted to come down and let you guys know is that I am currently a recovering teamaholic. Teaming and showdown is what I'm talking about. I still remember the first time that I teamed in showdown. There were some other guys that were doing it, and they were, spinning. They were spinning like they had been teaming for so long, and I didn't even really think about it very much. I was just kind of like, well, they're doing it, and so, I guess I have to do it too. Gosh, this is really hard to talk about. That started a really long addiction, and I've been teaming for like a year now. I can't even believe that it's been just taken over so much of my life. I can't think straight when I'm playing showdown anymore. It really changes the way that you view the game. You have this game that is so fun and so exciting, and then you start teaming and it takes away a lot of that fun. All of a sudden it's like, yeah, whatever, I can win in showdown, but could I have done it by myself? I probably could have. It just seemed like I had so much going on. There was so much to escape from. And teaming really kind of seemed like a way out. It seemed like a way to escape from reality. But now I realize that, it's become a big problem. More and more people are teaming every day. Even I thought that it was okay. I thought that it was just fine. I thought, who cares? It's a bad addiction, and it makes you stop trusting your own skill. And really, I think it's time to stop. I need to start trusting my skill again. I want you guys to be there to support me. That would really mean a lot. I had this really good friend that he never teamed ever, and in fact, you may know him. His name is Lex. I remember one day that he sent me a message because he was spectating me while I was teaming, and he was like, "Bro, what are you doing to yourself? What are you doing to the game, man? Wake up from this." And he was like, "No, dude, you can't do that. You can't surround yourself with those kinds of people. You just can't. You have to stand for what's right, and you have to trust yourself and your own skills in the game." It's like I could see again clearly for the first time in so long, and I was like, you're right. I have to change. I have to make a difference. If I don't stop teaming, and I don't encourage other people to stop teaming, then everybody will start teaming, and then nobody can not team. And I think it's time to stop. Hello, fellow brawlers. I'm KairosTime, and it is time to brawl. Sorry for making you feel like that was kind of a heartfelt moment, but today I wanted to introduce to you guys an initiative to try and put a stop to teaming in solo showdown. Okay, it is the Stop the Spin initiative. Hashtag Stop the Spin initiative. Really, this is a push to try and unite the community together in putting a stop to teaming in solo showdown. Now, as you may have noticed, teaming in showdown is really just so common right now. It's so popular that even though the majority of the community doesn't like teaming, no one single person can actually stop it or make a difference. But if we do band together, guys, I really do think we can make Showdown great again. Before we jump into the details here, I wanted to say that we have an insanely huge following of support of content creators and top band organizations, okay, guys? In fact, we have over 20 content creators spanning anywhere from 1,000 subscribers to 4 million subscribers, speaking English, Spanish, French, and even Portuguese to try and spread this push to as many communities as possible, okay? On top of that, guys, we have the support from all of the top band organizations, including Nova, Tribe, Frost, the Reddit bands, the Bandits, Brawlzil, Orange Juice, Clash, BMG Quebec, Firing Range, and KG Royale. That literally covers the top part of the ladder, okay? Now, each of these content creators and band organizations have agreed to encouraging their viewers and organizations to put an end to teaming in Showdown. No one is being forced to stop teaming. We do want to allow people to try and play how they would like to. I would like to say that currently those that do not like teaming cannot play the way that they would like to, which is unfortunate. But this initiative is only going to work as the entire community works together, which is why it is being encouraged, okay? Now, if you do know of a content creator that you love, or you're a part of a band that is not a part of the anti-teaming initiative, please encourage them to join the Stop the Spin initiative. Okay guys, let's talk about why teaming exists despite the fact that the community dislikes teaming in Showdown, okay? So I recently ran a poll on my YouTube channel asking if people like solo Showdown more or less without teaming. An overwhelming 82% of people said that they would actually enjoy solo Showdown more if people did not team, okay? Basically, 8 out of 10 people prefer Showdown without teaming. Additionally to that, teaming in Showdown is probably the #1 complaint that I see on both Reddit and on my YouTube channel. But that actually leads to ask a question, okay? If so many people dislike teaming in Showdown, why do so many people do it? Now, there are a lot of different ways you can answer this, but as long as Showdown functions as it is, teaming happens because it is so common and accepted within the community, despite the fact that the community does not like it. When people first jump into Showdown and they first realize that teaming is the thing, they think either one of two things, okay? First of all, they're like, wait, what? I can get away with that? And then they start teaming, even though they know, like, that's not really how it should be played, but whatever. Or they think, hey guys, that's really not fair, I'm not going to team. And eventually it leads to everybody coming to a cross point where they're like, okay, if I want to keep playing Showdown, I have to team. Or they just have to basically lose trophies. This is exactly why a lot of people, including my good friend Lex, doesn't even play Showdown, and why I have become a teamaholic, despite knowing that it's not really good for the game. Okay, guys, it's been hard for me, but I'm finally getting over that teaming withdrawal. Now guys, we can try and encourage a change to the actual game, to Brawl Stars, to Supercell, and we can definitely try to suggest possible solutions to the problem, but until or unless Supercell actually makes a change, it is up to the community to put an end to teaming, okay? If 8 out of 10 people really do dislike teaming, and those 8 out of 10 people actually stopped teaming, that would only leave 2 people left to team in a match. That would mean that those 2 people would happen to have to spawn close to each other, or they'd have to somehow find each other before one of them gets taken out. And even then, it would become much harder for teamers to actually succeed. So guys, that is why I am asking you to pledge to stop teaming, okay? Please join the Stop the Spin initiative by pledging to never team in Showdown ever again, even if it means losing trophies. Now, if you don't like getting teamed on, if you think that Showdown is boring because of teaming, if you can't stand groups of Dynamite and Barley picking everybody off, if you miss the excitement of Showdown being a true free-for-all, if you only team because everybody else is doing it, or if you think that teaming ruins Showdown, pledge below in the comment section below saying that you will never team again in Showdown, even if it means losing trophies. That is the first way that you can support this initiative, okay guys? You can do this on a Reddit post. I created a Reddit post to try and bring the entire community together for this. You can do it on your Discord servers. You can also comment on other YouTubers. You can share it on Twitter, Facebook, your band chat, whatever it takes, and wherever the Brawl Stars community is, you can pledge there to join the Stop the Spin initiative and encourage other people to do it as well. Additionally, guys, you can also encourage your band leaders to add the hashtag Stop the Spin to the end of their band description, and also change their logo to the green skull representing a Showdown. You can also show your support by changing your own Brawl Stars profile picture to the white skull with the blue background, also once again representing Showdown. On top of that, guys, sharing this initiative with as many people as you possibly can is a great way to spread the word and get the entire community on board. I would also love to see any type of content that you can create or produce regarding teaming in Showdown. If you've got a strategy guide against teaming in Showdown, put that in the Discord server. If you've got art, if you do a YouTube channel, whatever you do to try and help support this initiative, it would mean a lot, okay guys? Now that we've actually talked about pledging to Stop the Spin spin, guys, I did want to talk a little bit about teaming, okay? First of all, having 8 out of 10 players who dislike teaming to actually stop playing teaming sounds really great on paper, right? Should theoretically work, but still, I think that we're going to need to create a more natural consequence to teaming if we're really going to make a difference. Now, the way that Showdown works right now, teaming is an obvious and a successful strategy. Now, I'm hoping for a change to Showdown in the future that will result in a natural negative consequence to teaming, or at least a benefit to not teaming. That in itself will be a huge pro to eradicating teaming in Showdown, okay? But with that being said, I do think that the community itself can do a good job at creating the same effect or some type of a negative natural consequence to teaming so that less people are willing to team. The first thing that you can do is called the bullseye. No, guys, I'm not referring to bull. I am referring to focusing your fire and attention to those who are spinning. If you focus your fire on them, you can teach them that they need to rely on their own skills if they really do want to win in Showdown. A lot of the times, you can also actually disband a group of teamers if you deal enough damage to one of them that another teammate is likely to actually go and backstab them and take them out. That is another way to try and discourage people to team. A third way that you can do this is called the, okay, I'll team. Just kidding. That's right, guys. One reason why teaming is so popular in Showdown is because people have really learned to trust the spin so much. It's kind of the mating dance that brings teamers together. The only way that we are truly going to get rid of teaming is if true teamers have no way to communicate with other true teamers. By spinning back to people and then killing them at your first opportunity, you're definitely going to make people think twice before they try to spin and team again. Now, I know that some people are not a fan of backstabbing in Showdown, okay? I get that, but if you do really want to get rid of teaming in Showdown, you need to teach people that they cannot rely on other players. You need to teach them that spinning does not equal winning. Another thing that you can do is called the shimmy. Now, this one's a little bit more tricky than spinning, but it is the true counter to spinning, okay? It is shimmying. By moving your brawler left to right over and over again, it's kind of like you're saying, hey bro, stop team, okay? Leave Showdown without teaming. Now, it's not meant to be a BM or anything like that, but if enough people actually start doing this in Showdown, people will recognize it as an anti-teaming sign. You can do it once you take out a teamer. Just be like, hey, sorry man, don't team in Showdown. Additionally, if someone's trying to team against you, you can actually just do that to say, hey guys, I'm not going to team with you. Stop trying. Additionally, guys, if you do not play solo Showdown, either because you don't like teaming or because you're too high in trophies to the point where it's just not effective for trophy gaining, that actually does have adverse reactions to the teaming in Showdown, because by taking non-teamers out of Showdown, the concentration of teamers has actually increased. So if you do not Showdown at all, you can help with this initiative by going into Showdown and playing Showdown without teaming. With more non-teamers joining the Showdown matchmaking, it will be a lot more difficult for teamers to actually find each other. Now guys, like I said, I am a teamaholic. I am known for teaming in Showdown, and I have done it ever since teaming first became a thing. I mean, it really did become a strategy that was almost necessary because basically half of the community was doing it, and they were just kind of like wishy-washy, like, oh yeah, maybe teaming's okay, maybe it's not, I don't know, and that's just how it became so popular. Additionally, I also really like the psychological tactics behind teaming, okay? I got super skilled at just knowing exactly when to team, when to backstab, and also how to get first once the team finally did disband. So as somebody that does actually team in Showdown, why in the world would I put this initiative together, guys? As a member of this community, I just couldn't stand by and do nothing when the #1 complaint regarding Brawl Stars is teaming in Showdown. Really, on top of that, the more that I think about it, the more I realize that Showdown just is not good for the game, okay? So despite my love for teaming, I wanted to come up with this initiative for the following reasons. First of all, it creates a negative experience for new players. Also, only a small minority of players actually enjoy teaming. I mean, according to that one poll, guys, we're talking about 18%. That's incredibly small. Why is teaming so popular? Third, most people that team actually only team because they have to, because it's so common and popular that the only way that they can even survive is to team. Fourth, teaming is not good for the game by the fact that people just do not play Showdown because they dislike teaming so much. I mean, no game developer wants to make a game mode that nobody plays. Now, granted, some people are playing, but ideally, everybody loves every game mode. And that's not the case for Showdown right now. Lastly, guys, teaming actually does remove quite a bit of skill from Showdown. Now, I know that a lot of people are going to say, hey, Kairos, there's still a lot of strategy in teaming, and I will agree with you, but you cannot disagree that there is more strategy involved with not teaming. On top of that, I cannot even tell you how many people I talk to that just say, hey, Showdown is boring, because you just go in there, you team, you take out all the people that are not teaming, and then you win. You've already gained trophies basically at that point, and it's not fun. There's no strategy involved. It's just basically, can you spin? And if you can spin, then you can win. Lastly, guys, teaming creates a frustrating losing experience, which is a huge reason why a lot of people actually stop playing games that they love. Now, if you want to have a positive losing experience, you should basically know what you should do to try to have corrected or to have not lost in that situation. And for Showdown, that's something that you need to do to improve or to not lose. Really just comes down to teaming. It's not about juking, it's not about aiming, it really is, I really should have teamed, or I really should have teamed sooner. Both of these reasons undermine the strategy and the excitement that everybody that plays Brawl Stars originally came to play Brawl Stars to receive anyway. Additionally, guys, sometimes there is nothing that you could have done because the people that were teaming decided not to team with you, and you just had no choice. So that does create a very frustrating losing experience for Brawl Stars, and that is not healthy for the game. No matter how much I look at it, even though I do like the psychological tactics surrounding teaming in Showdown, allowing or encouraging teaming in Showdown is just not good for the game, and I cannot support it any longer. Now, guys, I used to think that solo Showdown couldn't be saved for teaming, okay? Unless Brawl Stars actually changed the game somehow so that teaming was not encouraged, okay? But there is one thing that does make me think that this is possible, and that is with the introduction of Duo Showdown into the game, it was very obvious and very clear that the community was not for teaming, and they put a big foot down against teaming in Duo Showdown. Before Duo Showdown was released, there was a lot of people saying, hey, it's just going to become another Showdown with just two teams teaming together against everybody else. And when Duo Showdown was first released, there definitely was a fair amount of spinning. But what really impressed me was the fact that the community stood together and refused to let it happen. A lot of the times, people wouldn't even team or spin with their own teammates. And now we get to the point where, yeah, you do see it every now and then, but most of the time, people just say, dude, we don't do that here. We don't team in Duo Showdown. This really got me thinking, okay, guys, if people don't team in Duo Showdown, why do we team in Solo Showdown? I mean, there's now an entire game mode dedicated to having a team in Showdown, in Duo Showdown. So why does teaming still exist in Solo Showdown? Well, it's because it's still so common. When teaming first became a thing, it was kind of a cool new strategy to try out. It was kind of like, I can't believe this works, this is so funny. The community wasn't really united against it at the very beginning or even disliked teaming. It was kind of like 50-50, like some people didn't like it, some people were like, yeah, I have no problem, and some people were like, yeah, I like it. But over time, even many people who did used to enjoy teaming realized that it's kind of a low skill and boring way to play an extremely skilled and intense game mode. But the thing is by the time the community realized this, teaming was so common in Solo Showdown that it couldn't be stopped anymore. At least not by one person. The community has not had a chance to really stand together against teaming in Showdown yet. At least not the way that we've been able to in Duo Showdown. Now is the time to do that with this initiative, okay? You guys know that I'd spend a lot of time, a lot of effort in putting into my video content, okay? That takes a ton of time, and I'm also doing school, and I have a family and things like that. And this initiative, let me tell you, has taken a lot of time from my own personal time to be able to put together, okay? I would not use that time that is so precious to me unless I thought that this was actually something that could work, unless I thought that we could decrease the amount of teaming that happens in Showdown. Now guys, this initiative is only going to be as successful as the community makes it. By pledging to this anti-teaming initiative, you are making a promise to yourself that you will no longer team in Showdown, even if that means losing trophies. No one is forcing you to do this, and nobody will know if you break this promise except for yourself. Even the banned organizations that are supporting this initiative won't be kicking anybody that does team. You may still lose trophies, guys, and you still may face teamers, but you know how you want Showdown to be played, and by not teaming, you are making a positive difference in the game. And as we get more and more people on board with this, fewer people will team, and it will become less of a necessary strategy. So guys, post in the comment section below right now that you are going to stop teaming in solo Showdown. And guys, as a recovering teamaholic, I pledge to never again team in Showdown, even if it means losing trophies and even if teaming continues to be a problem in Showdown. If you like this initiative and you like what you see, please share it with other people. Share it with your bandmates, share it with your friends, share it on your Discord servers, share it on your social media sites. You can also upvote it on Reddit. There's a post that I created that goes over this exact same concept. And if we all do this and we all band together to put a stop to teaming in solo Showdown, guys, we can make that happen. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section below. For now, this is KairosTime ticking by, and we will see you in Brawl Stars.